Anybody there? There's Sebastian. Somebody else. I've got hiccups. Oh, wow. Your homework is to do your study guide. Oh, Sebastian M. Okay. Do your study guide or review your study guide, essentially that kind of stuff. Just study. So, hi everybody. All right. So, obviously you have your test tomorrow. Reminder, I will not be there in the morning. I'll be at a meeting. So that means fourth period and first period. You guys, and actually because of the scheduling, second period as well. You guys are going to be testing there, and you're going to have to, do your thing and review on your own. I will be there for core 3. So make sure you study, get in there, do your review, all that good stuff. All right, so let's go through it. I can actually get to power. Actually, let's do it this way. Sorry, I'm still getting everything up. I just got home a couple minutes ago. Anyways, so functions of political parties, okay? Whoops. Functions of political parties. They gotta recruit and nominate candidates or choose them. They're trying to help them win. They're educating the electorate about them, like educating about. So when they say educating the electorate's just a big fancy way of saying us, the voters, the people who are electing them. What are they educating them about? Let's see if you guys remember. So, what would a political party educate the people about? Anyone? Okay, their planks, their platform. There you go. So their planks make up their platform, Ace. Okay, so you're not wrong, but the platform is going to be the answer. If I ever say like individual idea or issue, then I'm talking about plank. Monitoring the actions of office holders. That's probably what it'll say. It probably won't say watchdog. You're looking for this keyword of monitoring. It's basically saying watching the action of office holders, the other politicians. So if you're the Democrats, you're watching the Republicans. If you're the Republicans, you're watching the Democrats. Basically, you're waiting for them to screw up so you can say, look, they screwed up. The nickname is Watchdog. They tend not to use the nickname on the SOL. Similarities between parties. Okay, and we're going to do our little review questions at the end, so that's why I'm not worried about this. So we have similarities. We got organized to win again, trying to make it a win. And the first one, I don't really like it where it says helping candidates win. How do they help them win? This is one thing I want. So this is a function. Let me make clear. One more function. Instead of saying helping candidates win, whoever made this quiz, it could have done a little better job by saying what? They help them with what? How do they help them win? If you remember in class, this is when I started singing, and I know you guys all love my singing. Very good, Ved. Raise money, 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 money. Money. No, just want to, I know you guys are happy now. So, yes, fundraising. So, back to similarities. They both want to win. They influence public policies. Public policy is a fancy way of saying government or our laws, our bills, all that kind of stuff. They reflect both liberal and conservative views. We talked about this. You could be a liberal, and that doesn't mean that every single thing you ever think of is liberal. You could have a conservative viewpoint. Same thing, you could be conservative. You can have liberal viewpoints. That's why it's a similarity. See? Similarity? Reflect both liberal and conservatives. I can't hit those high notes. Thank you, Ace. In appealing to the political center, I'm definitely going to ask a question like, if you want to win, who do you need to get or something like that. We saw this. You have some people who are way out there. We have some people who are on the left, the right, but most of the people in our country are in the middle. They might be a little bit leaning left or right, liberal or conservative, but they're mostly moderate. All right. Political parties, a group of people with similar ideas about how government should be run. Pretty simple definition there. You're looking for something about a group of people. Candidate. Candidate is the person. Oops, sorry. Candidate is the person running. Electorate. Now, this is a fancier word. I did not spend a lot of time on it because I always say voters. Okay. We're going to get to the Electoral College where this word plays more. It is still technically something to go, so it's anyone who can vote in an election. The voters. Okay. If you see this word and you forget it, I don't mind like telling you on the test, but unfortunately I will not be there when you're taking the test. So electorate's going to be voters, just the people who are voting. Monitors to watch, we've talked about that. Recruit, to convince someone to join your party, like, hey, come and do. And that's where I go like, I choose you, Pikachu. Same thing with nominate. They tend to go together, choose someone for your office. So recruit is like saying, hey, come over here. And I say, hey, I like you, go ahead and be our person. Yo, what, Ved? Oh, you're saying hi to Justin. Campaign. So that's basically everything they do leading up to the election, where they're basically making the commercials, doing the speeches, visiting the campaign stops, or, going all over the state or country. They're saying, like, they're basically trying to get people to vote for them. So what kind of political system are we? We are a two-party system. All right, so that means that while we may have third parties, okay, we mainly have a two-party system because Democrat and Republicans typically win. Public policy. So we talked about this. So that's basically the laws. It's basically what our government's just doing. Like, it is public policy that you have to be 18 to vote. It's the law. They needed to have an age because they didn't want just 5-year-olds voting because they're just going to vote for a cartoon character. Which some people still do even when they're adults, voting for Mickey Mouse and Homer Simpson. Justin, I will try to keep it quick. If you notice, we're 11 out of 24, and then I'm going to do review questions, but you are welcome to leave whenever you would like if you are not getting what you need out of this. I think that's Nana. Hey, Nana. Third parties. Their goal is to introduce new ideas or focus on one issue. Let's see if before I even get to... So besides focusing on one issue or introducing a new idea, what do third parties revolve around? Hey, Jacob. What do third parties revolve around? A political personality, not problems, a political personality. Liberal, what's that going to be? Not the center either, by the way, Justin. Liberal is what? What party is this typically? They're left. What party is this typically? Very good. They're typically Democrats. Okay, they're more open to change. They're gonna, they want more government to do stuff. Conservative? What party is conservative typically? Very good. Republican. I like it. They're the ones that are going to do less change. They don't want the government involved as much. The political spectrum was that line that we did in class. You should have it in your notes where we drew the color. We said what color they were. We drew out liberal and conservative on the little graphic. It's a range of different beliefs. Going left is liberal. To the right is conservative. Left, Democrat. Right, Republican. Red, right, Republican, conservative. Left, liberal, Democrat, blue. Political center, as we've talked about, is where most voters are. All right, what's a platform? What is a platform? Programs, list of issues is probably the better version there with what Ved said. So it's the whole thing of issues. Most of you seem to get it. Do you need to know the colors, Ace? I do not think I asked a question for the colors, but you should know it by now. It does consist of planks. There we go. Using our vocabulary. Good job. Political personality, as we talked about. They're the ones who attract attention. Think of it like a celebrity. Famous examples, Teddy Roosevelt. But they're the people who like get elected not because maybe they're the best politician, but because, hey, they sound really cool. Let's vote for them. Ved's just smart because he copies off of somebody else. I don't know. I was gonna pick on someone, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Ved just cheats. That's how he does it. So, anyways, we have media, and the major types of mass media. We have TV, radio, newspaper, magazines, internet. Those are all mass media. So when you see that, okay, that's what it's talking about. Ace, green is not conservative. Red is conservative typically. Green is maybe usually a third party type. If you're asking about the actual Green Party, they're a third party that tends to lean liberal. Okay? So, those are the five major media, mass media. Bias. Some bias up in one word. Everybody should be able to do this. What is bias? What is bias? Bias, 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 bias. Favoritism. Very good, Nana. So this is where you're going to basically be showing like you're favoring something over the other one. Ved is slipping. Too busy talking. So when we're looking at an advertisement, this is what we have to do. Okay, we have to identify propaganda. Propaganda is anything that makes you think a certain way. So every time you see a commercial, you're looking at propaganda. It's trying to convince you to buy that product or to do something or whatever. It's propaganda. Detecting bias. It's our job to determine when we see favoritism. We watch different news reports and we saw different sides of favoritism. We have to be evaluating our sources. Look at where you're getting your news from. Does this network typically show bias? Do they show favoritism? If so, is this the best source? Should I be getting all my news from Comedy Central? Probably not. And separating fact from opinion, being able to tell when somebody says, well, I think that the color of the dress is purple. All right, they're telling you their opinion when you could actually just look on the little tag and get it as fact. All right, I can't believe somebody, they once argued about what color of the dress it was. That was the dumbest argument ever. But anyways, I digress. Purple is your favorite color? Is that because whenever you play basketball, you beat somebody up with fouls so much that you turn their skin purple? That's messed up, Justin. That is messed up. All right, so what is the mass media roles in election? So their job is to broadcast different points of view. If you give the Democrats 5 minutes, they should give the Republicans 5 minutes. They are identifying candidates. Here's the Republican nominee. Here's the Democratic nominee. Hey, they're done. Emphasize selected issues. Emphasize means focus. They're going to put a lot of effort into making sure you focus on this issue. And this one, they didn't really quite get it. They can write editorials. They can create political cartoons. They can publish op-ed. So what's an editorial? It's basically an opinion article written by the newspaper staff. But while it says opinion, they're going to use facts. So basically, they're going to write, they're telling you what they think is happening and all that kind of stuff when they're doing the news. While an op-ed, opinion article, is written by anyone. So I could write an opinion article and turn it into a newspaper and they could publish it. That would be an op-ed. But if I worked for the newspaper, I did my research and I put out a paper saying like about teaching or something like that, that would be a newspaper article. All right. So that's the down and dirty version. You guys already should have the notes on your study guide. It basically gives you all the stuff. 5A and B are one test. 5C is another test. All right. Chart ruse. Reuse? Chart reuse? Wait, what is... I have no clue. You guys got really off on there. Let's take a look. Now, you're welcome to go, but I'm going to do some trivia questions here for you. You know, I'm wondering where I'm getting these trivia questions from. Let's take a look. Should be able to get that one. Definitely should get that one. Oh, you're gonna have to count tomorrow. I tell you how many to get, how many to click on. Please don't click more than what you're supposed to, or click less. Click on the right amount of numbers. Why are political parties important? Why are political parties important? Am I gonna do bets? I will do bets. I will do bets right after this. Right after we do the review. Not exactly, Ved. Why are political parties important? This is in your notes. 100% word for word, the answer to this is in your notes. So I'm not just asking this randomly. Closer, Justin. Yeah, I need to know why they're a key role, Sebastian. Don't type out what I said. No, not that. No. Man, somebody, we need to study. We need to study. No, that's not it, Nick. Okay. The reason is because I could be in a political party. You could be in a political party, even at your age of 12 or 13, and it allows you as a citizen to participate in the political process. You may not be president or going for an office yet, but it allows you to kind of voice your opinion. That's why I said Justin was at least on the right track. You get to participate in the political process. Does that make sense for everybody? You get to participate in the political process. Don't do the SpongeBob meme. Okay. Alright, I want to show you an image for this next question. Trying to find a good picture here. Give me 1 second before I try and find one that doesn't tell you the answer. What if I showed you a picture that looks like this? This image right here. Alright? So this picture right there, what if I showed you that picture? What would it look like? What is that a representation of, I should say? So you see budget deficit, national defense. This is telling you what they spend on, what they care about. What would I be going for? What does a political party do when they do this? Yes, there's different colors. Think about it. It's telling you what they spend money on. So this is telling you how much of the money they're willing to spend on, how much they vote towards these things to spend money on. So this is telling you their viewpoints on these particular things. What is the political party doing? Use your words better. So say the whole thing. Some of you are saying it in there, but you got to say the whole thing from the notes. Like Ace is there, Terran's there. What are they doing? It was earlier in the thing. Hey, Elizabeth. Not stating their platforms. What are they doing by releasing this information? There we go, Justin. Educating the people about their platform. Very good. And Sebastian. Educating the voters about their platform. So when you see something like this, they're saying basically like, hey, this is what we're doing. And they're telling you, hey, this is what we vote on. Does that make sense for everybody? Now, they might not say just voting. It might tell you more about the issues. But I didn't want to find one. Like, if I go back here, let me go back to this one. This one says planks, and it says platform all over it. I'm not going to make it that obvious on the test or anything like that, but, it's telling you what they're for. This one's kind of actually not really good because he's just trying to make himself sound that really, really good here. I wouldn't say that's a good example, but a lot of them sometimes will give that away. That's why I was trying to find a picture that worked. So, anyways. Let's see, what else can I give you guys tips about? You should know about the middle. You should definitely know we're two-party. You should know that third parties focus on one issue. You should know why third parties are important. You should know the list of ideas. I'm not really worried about that one. Alright, I got another one I want to show you. Alright, so let's say I showed you this picture. Yeah. Let's say I showed you this picture. Stop clicking on it, Mr. Wood. Sorry, being an idiot. Let's say I showed you this picture right here of this Venn diagram. Okay? What am I going for? What term am I going for? You guys are not going to fail this. You're going to be fine. Guys, focus. I appreciate you being here, but focus, okay? Very good, Ved. So you're seeing a Democratic viewpoint, you're seeing the Republican, you're seeing where they even overlap a little, and which, we're seeing that they reflect both liberal and conservative viewpoints. All right? So this is what I'm talking about. So they reflect both liberal and conservative viewpoints. Hey, Kenza. Very good, Dominique. So because here, Democrats liberal, Republicans conservative. So you can see they overlap here. So that means they reflect same viewpoints. Then you need to get it up to the most consistent time, Taryn. Okay. Let's see. Which would this one be? If I said something like, Senator Ved Vyas is running for president, what would that be? What would that be an example of for the mass media? If I said Senator Ved Vyas running for Congress. Say the whole thing, Justin. What mass media role? Identifying candidates. Very good. So the media is saying like, hey, this guy's running. Okay. So that one's pretty simple. Should get that one. Should really get that one. What should the media be broadcasting again? What should the media be broadcasting? What should the media be broadcasting? As if it's straight from our notes. They should be broadcasting different points of view. Very good. All right, so some of you are getting it. What if I showed you this poster right here, this picture on there? It says, re-elect Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Keep progressive government. 1930. All right, what am I doing with that? By showing you that poster, what is it trying to get you to do? What's the point of that poster? It is propaganda. Broadcast different points of view should be in your notes, Fed, by the way. Be more specific. Don't just say vote. Very good, Taryn. Very good, Ace. Vote for him. So this is an example of propaganda, and the point of propaganda is trying to get you to do something. It's trying to get you to vote for him. Very good. Good stuff. We've gone over favoritism. You should know that's bias. We've done the 3 roles. You're going to have to name all 3. I'll tell you that right now. Editorials, create political cartoons, publish op-ed. All right. All right. Which place would you go to get your news out of these 4? CNN, Fox News, or what would be the least likely? The one you would not go to. So which one of the 4 followings? Okay. CNN, Fox News, Cartoon Network, or CBS? I don't even know if I didn't turn ads on. That's a YouTube thing. So you wouldn't get your news from Cartoon Network. That would not be very smart, Nick. Or, you know, Fox News and CBS are still going to be better than Cartoon Network. Their point is cartoons. There is a graph reading question tomorrow. It has nothing to do with whether or not how much you've paid attention. It has everything to do with, can you read a graph? 100%. Nothing to do with anything we've gone over. Can you read a graph? If you can read a graph, you will be doing just fine. Okay? And you will have to, I guess, know one word that we've gone over, but that word you will definitely know. So, one graph question. You just have to read it and answer the question. It's pretty simple. All right. I think you guys are actually going to be okay. Oh, there's an ad on Quizlet. Oh, God. All right. Bye-bye, Quizlet. We'll just go to... Nah, screw it. Leave it on Quizlet. All right. You guys are going to be fine. You're going to study before the test. I left in the instructions that you guys get 5 minutes of review. Please, when you do it, get your Chromebooks, be respectful, help keep your peers in line. Like, you guys, I don't want to see any names left for me. I expect you guys to handle yourselves accordingly. Yeah, let's just have a good day. I'm sorry I can't be there at the very beginning. I will be there when as soon as I get done with the meetings in the morning. The bets. Presidential example, it was basically if for the Democrat, you would just name somebody like Obama or Clinton, and if it was a Republican, you name somebody like Bush or Trump or something like that. All right, hold on, let me change this. Political parties and media. All right. All right, let's do bets. I'm gonna do it with people that are here. I don't know, Nana. I'm making a bet. I don't know if I'm making it with you. I think you're trying to fake me out, and that you're actually gonna get 100 on this. I'll make one with you, Ace. Ace, you gotta get 100 on both. 100 on both, you get something. You know what, Justin? Same deal. If you get 100 on both, you get something. And I'll do one more. So I've got Justin and Ace, and it's recorded, so I can't go back. No, I ain't doing it with Ved. No way. Not yet. I'm saving that for judicial. I'm saving it for judicial. I will definitely do a bet with you on judicial when we get to it, Ved. And because judicial's hard. It's hard for everybody the first time they do it. Let's go with judicial is hard. I make it easy if you're paying attention, but it's hard for a lot of people. Yeah, it's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. Let's go with yeah. I'll give Nana a shot. All right, Nana. I'll make a bet with you. You gotta get double hundreds. All right. So double hundred. There's the 3 people I'm doing bets with. So we've got Ace, we've got Justin, and we've got Nana. Next time I'll pick different people. All right. I think there's 11 and 10. So, best of luck, guys. You guys got any questions for me? Well, if you've been paying attention, I've kind of been using those questions to kind of quiz you guys. So that's why I think you guys will do better than you think. We won. We won 4-3. It went well. Thank you for asking, Taryn. The next test after this one, Ved, will be voting and campaign finance, and usually kids do pretty well on those. Thank you, guys. Any other questions? Yes, I made you a moderator, Ved. Don't abuse it. You get your pick, I'll get you something as long as your parents are cool with it. Like 7-Eleven. We're not going full on meal here. I will The meeting is supposed to end at 11, and then basically I go right back to school, guys. So I will be there as soon as I can. Fine. Nah. All right. You can get a wrap instead of something from 7-Eleven. I will wrap our next lesson or notes. Any other questions, guys? I have no clue why we're mentioning Red Robin and Old Country Buffet. Because that ain't happening. Propaganda is anything that tries to get you to think a certain way, Dominique. So every time you see a commercial, like this right here, it's trying to teach you, like trying to get you to buy this bread. It's propaganda. It's an advertisement. All right, so it is trying to get you to do that. Your hair will be gone on Monday. Don't be surprised. All right. No. Bye-bye hair. Anybody else got questions? I agree with Justin. Red Robin's horrible. I do not like their food. And their fries, even though you get endless fries, is not the reason they're endless because nobody wants them. I know some of you guys love Red Robin, but I'm just speaking the truth and you know it. All right. Any more questions? Oh, you trying me, Ace. Trying. I'm not roasting. I am pointing out facts about Red Robin. If you're gonna get a burger, go to like Five Guys or something. Theirs is way better. If you're gonna get fries, just go somewhere else. Anywhere. Anywhere at all. I like being honest, not being cocky about it. Third parties, Dominique, is essentially they exist for a couple reasons. One, they introduce new ideas, so they might bring something to the political arena that nobody has thought of. They might focus on one issue to make sure everybody's paying attention to it. Or they revolve around a political personality, meaning like they're getting attention because they have somebody famous as their like candidate. Okay? Anything else? Alright guys, I don't see any more questions. I don't know who the substitute is. You can put people in timeouts fed if they're cursing or doing something bad or whatever. And you can like block it if people make bad accounts, something like that. Stuff like that. Just make sure people don't do stupid stuff in the chat. Anything else? Justin, I feel bad for your taste buds. Alright guys, so long. Good luck.